Absolutely. Here's section 1 revised to fully follow the breakdown. Peaceful life, subtle disturbance, racial tension, vivid setting. Exactly 500 words. Section 1. The setup, 500 words. Title: HOA Karen calls 911 at 4 a.m. when I refuse to move my Jeep so her guests can park. It's quiet. The kind of quiet you pay extra for. Willow Heights is all about order, symmetrical lawns, HOA-approved mailboxes, and neighbors who smile a little too wide but never say your name. I bought this house a year ago. 3 beds, 2.5 baths, one stubborn dream. Peace. I work remote, run a design firm from my upstairs office. My mornings are slow, coffee at the island counter, sun bleeding through the French doors, Miles Davis easing into the silence. After 10 years grinding in the city, this is what I earned. What I deserved. Or so I thought. It starts small. Always does. Last week, I found a typed note in my mailbox. No envelope. No name. Please remember to maintain your lawn in accordance with HOA standards. Weeds are unsightly. I stared at it, confused. My lawn's immaculate. I pay a crew bi-weekly. But I let it slide. Maybe someone mixed up the address. Then, 2 days ago, another note, this time stuck under my Jeep's windshield wiper. This isn't the ghetto. Please respect neighborhood aesthetics. No signature. Just a message soaked in vinegar and condescension. I kept it. Took a picture, too. Something about it didn't sit right. My Jeep Wrangler is always the only non-luxury car on this block. It's dusty, a little dented, but it's mine. Paid off and proud. Parked right along the curb beside the community clubhouse. It's legal, convenient, and apparently it offends someone. Someone who doesn't think I belong. It's not the kind of thing you can prove. Not yet. But I feel it. The looks that linger too long. The silence that's a little too cold. The way kids stop riding their bikes when I step outside. Karen Calloway lives 4 doors down. HOA president, blonde bob, matching yoga sets for every day of the week. I've never seen her break a sweat, but she waves when others are watching. Last month at the board meeting, she reminded residents that the neighborhood values traditional decorum and community standards. Her eyes locked on me when she said it. I didn't react. I never do, not unless I have to. But tonight feels different. Because I fell asleep to the sound of wind tapping branches against my window. Peaceful. Soft. And now, at 4:02 a.m., someone is pounding on my door like it owes them money. I sit up fast. Pulse quick. There's a voice outside, sharp and female, and the distant glow of red and blue light strobes against my bedroom wall. I grab my hoodie. Step downstairs, barefoot. Through the peephole, I see her.
Karen.
In a white robe, arms crossed, chin up. Behind her, 2 cop cars idle, engines humming low. Something small just cracked wide open. And in my gut I know, this ain't about a Jeep. Here's section 2. The disruption, 500 words. The tension's building. The disturbance is no longer subtle, and Karen's bias begins to reveal itself under the surface. I open the door slowly. Not wide. Just enough to see her face. Karen's already talking. I've called the police, she says, like it's a normal sentence. Like it's the logical next step when someone won't move their car. Behind her, the 2 officers stay by their vehicles, bathed in the slow pulse of their lights. One leans against the hood, arms crossed. Watching. My voice is low. Controlled. It's 4 a.m. My son just landed. He drove from the airport. He needs to park. There's space down the street. He's visiting his mother, she says, like that should trump everything. He shouldn't have to walk. I glance over her shoulder. A silver Lexus is parked crooked across 2 guest spaces. She's not out of spots. She's out of patience. With me. I'm parked legally. Karen scoffs. That Jeep's been there for days.
2.
I haven't driven anywhere since Thursday. She waves a manicured hand. People are starting to complain. People. I ask. Or just you. That hits. Her lips flatten. She leans in slightly, voice tight. You're becoming a disturbance, Malik. That word. Disturbance. Not neighbor. Not resident. A disturbance. I feel my fists curl in my hoodie pocket, but I keep my voice even. I pay HOA dues just like everyone else. Then maybe you should act like it, she snaps. Something in the way she says it, act like it. Like there's a script I'm supposed to follow. She turns and waves the officers over like she's flagging down a waiter. One of them, a young guy with a buzz cut, approaches. He doesn't even look at me. Ma'am, you said he was refusing to comply with a neighborhood ordinance. Yes, Karen says quickly. He's been blocking community property. It's an HOA violation. That's not true. But she says it so smoothly, so confidently, it sounds real. I step forward. Officer, I'm parked along the curb. No fire hydrant. No driveway blocked. Check your handbook, it's legal. He finally looks at me. Just a glance. Then back to Karen. Do you have documentation of the violation? Karen fumbles. I mean, it's in the HOA charter. I don't have it on me, but then why are you here at 4 in the morning? I cut in louder this time. Karen's eyes flash. She wasn't expecting pushback. I take a breath. I can feel it. That unease crawling back in. The power imbalance. 2 cops. 1 white woman. 1 black man with a parked Jeep. She folds her arms. We'll take this up with the board. You'll be hearing from us. Us. Not the HOA. Us. Her, and whoever else thinks I don't fit the scenery. As she walks off, the officers follow, casual, like this was just another call. Nothing to see here. But I see it clearly now. This wasn't about parking. This was a warning shot. And I'm not ducking. Here's Section 3. The escalation, 700 words, ramping up the tension and exposing more of Karen's true nature. The disturbance becomes undeniable, racial bias grows more blatant, and Malik starts pushing back. Section 3. The escalation, 700 words. By sunrise, the whispers start. At first, it's just looks. Neighbors walking their dogs pretend not to notice me checking my mailbox. Pretend I didn't see 2 cop cars outside my house at 4 a.m. But they saw, and they chose not to ask. By noon, a message pings in the Willow Heights community app. From Karen C. Friendly reminder, vehicles should not be parked on the street for more than 48 hours. Let's all do our part to keep the neighborhood safe and beautiful. There's a smiley face at the end. But everyone knows who it's about. 3 likes. 2 passive-aggressive comments about standards and the old days when people respected the rules. I screenshot the post. I scroll through the replies. Not one person defends me. Not even Mike from 2 houses down, the same guy I helped shovel snow last winter when his blower broke. He saw the cops too. No one says a word. That afternoon, I walk down to the clubhouse. Just to make a point. My Jeep's still parked beside it. Legal, clean, out of the way. But now there's an orange sticker slapped on the windshield. Vehicle in violation. Will be towed in 24 hours. No date. No signature. Just a threat. I rip it off and take a picture. Inside the clubhouse, the door's locked, but I can see Karen through the window, sitting in the small HOA office, sipping iced coffee like nothing's wrong. She sees me, doesn't move. I knock. She stares a second too long, then stands slowly and opens the door just wide enough. Can I help you? She says, like she doesn't know exactly why I'm here. This your sticker? She raises an eyebrow. If your vehicle's violating HOA policy. It's not. I checked the by. Section 4. The disruption, 500 words. The next morning, the note is gone. I checked the camera footage 3 times. Karen places it, glances around. Then at 6:12 a.m., someone else takes it. Hooded figure. Moves fast. Probably one of her allies. The footage is too grainy to tell. But I've got the timestamp. I've got the proof. And now I've got a target. By 9 a.m., there's another post on the community app. This one bolder. No smiley faces. Residents have voiced concerns about non-compliant vehicles and inappropriate conduct in shared spaces. The HOA is reviewing new guidelines to ensure a peaceful environment for everyone. The word everyone is underlined. Comments roll in. Glad someone's finally doing something. About time the board stepped up. Standards have slipped lately. Slipped. Because of me. I'm the new variable. The change they didn't ask for. The one who doesn't drive a Tesla or host wine tastings or decorate for fall with matching mums and scarecrows. Karen's not saying my name, but she doesn't have to. That afternoon, a letter appears in my mailbox. Official Willow Heights letterhead, HOA seal, signed by Karen. Notice of HOA noncompliance. Vehicle in violation of community parking standards. Noise complaints filed. Allegations of intimidation against board members. Intimidation? I laugh out loud. It's so absurd it almost feels like a prank. But the weight in my chest doesn't lift. She's building a paper trail. Stacking lies like bricks. Trying to create a narrative before I can stop it. I call the HOA office. Voicemail. I email the board. No response. I try to log into the HOA portal to submit my side, and get an error. Account locked due to administrative review. I stare at the screen. My heart thuds. This is bigger than her ego now. She's cutting me off from the system. Trying to make me look hostile, unstable. The angry black neighbor causing trouble in the suburbs. I start pacing. Back and forth across the kitchen tile. I feel like I'm being hunted. Like I walked into someone else's trap and didn't see the tripwire until it snapped around my ankle.
I